Tory's driver finally comes out about the night of the shooting with him, Meg, and Kelsey.
But I thought what he said was we already knew that.
Yeah, I remember
That Kelsey
reading.
and old girl was fighting.
No, we
And
knew
Meg.
that, but everybody thought Tory was the one with the gun. And here it says that Kelsey is the one that had the gun or whatever, or potentially she was
I
the one
thought
that
that
had the
came
gun.
out that it was Kelsey's gun.
Yeah, that's.
No,
I
that
remember
she
hearing
had the
that.
gun, like physically. Like, and it was in here. It was portrayed that Tory was trying to take the gun away. And we don't know if Tory actually shot it by
I
accident.
guess I didn't read all the way through. But
So-
I'm saying I knew that already, but I didn't read that part.
So yeah, basically, he gives his name in the statement that he's given. I have the first-hand knowledge of the question that took place in the said date. I was a driver and bodyguard of Tory, who is better known as Tory Lanez. He's known me for 7 years. He worked
He worked for him for like 3
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually drive Peterson, home of Kylie Jenner. Meg and Kelsey was there as well.
Hey, I think he was cracking.
Who?
Kylie Jenner.
He was trying to.
I think he was trying
They
to.
say he
Yeah.
was trying to. He got close.
But I was asked by Miss Peterson in return because she stated that she had forgotten the shoe. Yeah, I'm almost stupid. Returned to the car after a few minutes, was bickering. I am unsure the exact words she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
She seemed upset. The four of us left Mrs. Jenner's house. As they began to fight, they were going back and forth. I'm just skimming over and summarizing. Say that Pete was going to tell Miss Harris what was going on. I do not remember what she was stated. Told her to stop the vehicle. Tory said stop the vehicle. They stopped at the nearby bus stop. About 2 minutes, they returned to the car and I began driving again. Our argument happened again. Yeah. I pulled over to stop them. Mr. Tory and Harris, I believe that's Megan Thee Stallion,
Yeah,
right?
she's
No,
Pete.
Megan's
She's Pete.
Oh, okay. Oh, Pete and Meg Thee Stallion and Kelsey both got out of the vehicle and continued to fight both verbally and physically. I broke up this fight and was pulling Mrs. Pete towards the back of the car. I saw Miss Harris with a gun in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Peterson ran from behind Miss Pete and myself toward Miss Harris. Mr. Peterson and Miss Harris began struggling as Mr. Peterson tried to unarm Miss Harris.
Yeah.
Everybody thought Tory had the gun and shot at Megan. Because in Meg's story with
I
Gail...
don't think anybody thought that besides people who just believe like with the first version.
Yeah, I
of the
thought-
story.
'cause I thought-
Anybody who
yeah.
like
Well,
listened to
because-
anything after that was like, no, this didn't
Because
happen.
they had it was a lady, like a neighbor that saw Tory with the gun. Said the short guy had the gun, meaning they probably when he took the gun from her. That's probably how he probably shot her. or something.
Yeah, but then, Meg tried to say, Tory pointed the gun at her and said, dance, be dance,
Yeah.
which is in none of this right here.
Yeah.
So she literally lied on Gail King, said that she had no...
Relations with him. Yeah, sexual
Yes. So she is... I'm not trying to paint Meg as like a big old liar or anything like that, but I am saying that
They
a lot
always
of
lie.
things...
What about
Yeah,
a
I
big
agree.
old freak?
I mean,
She
she
said
said
it.
that she was one, so hey, I can't paint that picture.
She most definitely is.
But yeah, it says I was still pulling Miss Pete and did not see who shot the weapon. I was lucky I was not harmed, and in my opinion, Miss Pete was also fortunate. Both it happened quickly within just a couple of minutes. And he said that he wanted to present this evidence during Tory's trial, but was prevented from doing so by the district attorney, was not ready to cross-examine me, and later they did not call me due to the holidays and the court scheduling. I believe I should have been allowed to press this evidence at trial. What do you guys think about that? I gotta go off camera again.
It wasn't no really new information from me. I thought they talked about that part, and with Kelsey getting immunity or whatever, kind of
Yeah.
like I think she had a big part of what happened. And other than that, that's all I got. It didn't feel like it felt like I heard it before when I read that.
Well, this is the thing. I think everybody inferred that. Well, not everybody, because it's all split down.
I was actually watching some people break down the case as it was going on.
Yeah.
They're doing the live streams and stuff, so I didn't really deep dive, but that's pretty much the gist I thought that happened. That it was Kelsey's gun, and especially with her situation of her not messing with Megan, or them fighting, coming out that she was smashing Tory as well. Best friends, and
So,
you
I
gotta
got a
go with
question.
Dick, you know what I'm saying?
Why does it? I got a question. So what did Tory Lanez message me when he was calling Kelsey on the phone? He was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Because a lot of people were saying that he was basically
No.
incriminating himself when he said that.
But people,
I didn't believe that.
I think he was apologizing because he shot her, but it was an accident.
I think it could have been anyway. I think it'd be.
But he was saying that to Kelsey, not Meg. He was on the jail phone saying that to Kelsey.
I know, but he still could be like, "I'm sorry about what happened," or he could be like, "I'm sorry that I was freaking jumping your
'cause
friend."
That's what I thought at
He
first.
blew up. I mean, not him, but the situation blew up their lives. A bunch of niggas who didn't know who that was before now know. Not only was she with him, but she was getting run around on with Megan Thee Stallion. And then people hated her because she was not
And she was with him
completely on
first.
Meg's story. Yeah, and then people was talking all crazy about Kelsey Harris when nobody knew who she was before. He was probably saying sorry because like a million people hate you now. And really, you didn't do nothing wrong except maybe have a gun.
I think he got drunk.
Wait, but technically, wouldn't that have been wrong if she pointed the gun to Meg?
I don't know. I think she might have just pulled it out, like
to bluff. But that's still not a good thing to do either way.
I mean, we've all done that though.
I'm thinking she probably pulled the gun out, and Tory tried to get it from her, and it got
it went off.
And I think
I believe that as well.
And I think when it went off, he ended up grabbing the gun, and that's probably when the neighbor saw him with the gun. That's how I'm thinking.
But I'm just, where were the cameras at around there?
I don't know why. I think it's footage. I think one day it's gonna come out.
if they was like in a,
if they was somewhere close
if they was around Kylie Jenner house, it'd be mad cameras all over that neighborhood.
I'm surprised there was. Yeah, TMZ should have been around there.
I don't know. I think it's more big. I think it's more to the case that we don't know. I think it's people have.
I think he damned himself by how he was acting afterwards.
Yeah.
Like Tory was tripping and turned everybody against him. So even if we find out now that like he was completely in the right, people ain't gonna care because he was tweaking at first.
I mean, but I would tweak too, though.
I mean, would you also shoot a woman in the foot, Chase?
No. But that was glass that hit her foot, not no bullet fragments.
Hey, just like hit Trump's ear.
Hey, many men, they wish death.
Yeah. Overall, man, when it comes to topics like this, it's hard for me to actually, because I don't know. It's like, we wasn't there.
None of us know. But everybody takes their sides, though.
No, I know. Reddit told me.
I don't have no side in the story.
Reddit told me what happened.
I don't have no side. I just say free Tory. That's it.
Do you think he should have got 10 years for what he did?
No.
Who, me? I don't know what he did.
He was acting ass in court. That's what happened. If he would have been...
And his dad coming out there with that painted hairline.
Hey,
just for your dad, we gotta keep...
I ain't gonna lie, people under 5'6" should be in prison.
Hey, yo, relax, bro. I'm not under 5'6".
But yeah, overall, this case is...
reacted.
Overall, this case is still very muddied.
Yeah.
No one knows truly what happened. We can only infer what happened, but we'll never know unless we get actual video evidence.
It's gonna be a hip hop untold story, like Tory unsolved.
Same.
Even though it's solved.
This really did hurt Tory's career, though.
It happens.
Sad.
Too bad for him, man.
Yeah, like when he get out in all them years, the only people listening to him is gonna be me and you.
We're gonna be the only one in the shows. Oh my god. What's next?
Maybe next year, Tory. Next year's story.
Yeah.
That song is so trash.